Hey everybody! I am so sorry that it has been so long since I've made an update. The world has been crazy this past month. On the 20th of April, my 7-year-old nephew had open heart surgery. And my sister and my dad and my brother in law and my nephew obviously, and also my 7-month-old nephew, moved into the U of M Mott's Children's Hospital to be there for Asher's surgery. We were told we would be there for 5 to 7 days, and due to complications, we ended up there 16 days. It was pretty crazy. There's a lot of amazing things that happened, but sticking strictly to my own health stuff, um, it was harder than I thought it was going to be. But God was gracious to me to let me sort of ignore or medicate or whatever my own needs. I wasn't able to use my feeding tube or my PICC line or my port, or anything like that while I was there. Didn't sleep much, that sort of thing. So it was a strain on all of us and it was hard. But we just got back a few days ago. And my nephew is doing perfect. He's great. He's doing awesome. So while I was there, a few days after we got there, I severely injured my left leg, my ankle. And then a few days before we left, I dropped a piece of medical machinery on the top of it and re-injured it. A couple of days ago was the first chance that I was able to go to the ER to have it looked at, and they want me off of it for 4 to 6 weeks. But they pretty much said that, because I had ignored it for 2 weeks, because there just wasn't a chance. Like, my nephew needed me. We had to walk all over the place. There wasn't time or, availability for me to have an injury. So I just ignored it and sucked it up and walked on it anyway. And so they said that since so much time had passed, there wasn't really much they could do for it anymore. But just to keep it elevated and ice it and blah, blah, blah. But I pretty much have done none of those things. Because that's kind of the way I roll. So, also, a couple of days before we left for Michigan for his surgery, my feeding tube broke. And when we went in to see the surgeon, he said that technically it's still usable, it's just broken, and since I was not going to miss my nephew's surgery, he said that we could just keep it taped in so that it didn't fall out, and then we could worry about surgery when I got back home. Well, since then, my feeding tube has broken to the point of not being usable. And hopefully, in the next couple of days, I'll get back in to see the surgeon to make a plan as to what exactly we're going to do next. Also, because of being in Michigan longer than expected, I missed some appointments at Cleveland Clinic, which, of course, I don't mind that because I hate Cleveland Clinic. But now I gotta kind of face the music, and I have an appointment tomorrow, Monday. I think it's the 10th. What is today? I don't know. Anyway, and we haven't really decided whether or not we're going to go back because they had pretty much told me when I was there the last time that there was nothing left they could do for me. But we sort of want to tie up loose ends, and for insurance reasons, kind of deplete that to its full extent, even if they can't be helpful to me, just so that we can say, we did what they asked of us. But it is really frustrating to drive hours and hours just to have them say, sorry, there's nothing we can do, bye. But I have to just get over myself and trust that God has good in everything and can redeem it, even if that's seriously all that happens when we go there. So we'll find out in the morning whether or not I'm going for sure. It's possible that because of my injuries, I won't be able to finish up the last of the things that they want me to do right now. And we'll have to postpone those or just cancel them. I'm not really sure. So, other than all of those things, I'm actually doing pretty well. As long as I don't move and keep my oxygen in. My oxygen's pretty good. I didn't really check it much while I was gone because I didn't want to know. Asher was my world, and my health didn't get to matter. I lost a lot of weight. My nurse told me that I was extremely dehydrated when I got home, and so we're trying to get back on track about those things, although I don't really mind losing weight so much. But it's not easy to bounce back, and it's been difficult for me. I've only been home a couple of days because even after we got home from surgery, I stayed at my sister's house to help care for my nephew for a few days. And it's hard to sort of get back into the routine of being sick again. I mean, obviously I was always sick, but I just ignored it by God's grace and focused on my nephew. And now I have to sort of remember that I don't have the spoons for things, and I need to be careful about walking around and having my oxygen off and that sort of thing. So, not really enjoying that, but that's okay. So, I injured my neck today. It's making me really dizzy, and I don't have full range of motion. Probably have to go see the doctor about that, chiropractor or something, because I'm not really sure what's up with it. I think that's all of my injuries that I can think of at the moment. My anxiety has been doing much better thanks to Dr. King's anxiety and stress spray and the grace of God that I needed to get through 2.5 weeks in the hospital. Surrounded by strangers. So I am crazy thankful for that. I'm actually sleeping on my own again for the first time this year, and that's nice. So I use the word sleep loosely because I'm not great at sleeping. I've been able to read and write, which has been awesome since we got home. Also a nice distraction and way for me to get rest while still feeling a little bit productive. So I haven't written much. I don't really have a good writing program on my tablet or my phone. I need to work on that, but don't really know where to start or funds and blah blah blah. So also hoping to get back to doing some HBOT dives soon just to sort of recover from things. But since I don't know if I'm having feeding tube surgery or not soon, I'm kind of waiting on that to see if I need to do that, hold off on doing a week of HBOT until after the surgery. So we'll find out about that in the next couple of days. So I know that was a lot of random information all at once, and I do not even know if it made any sense. It's 1 a.m, so who knows. I love you guys. Thanks for your support and your love. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can just ask me and I'll answer them. And yeah, like I said, sorry if that didn't make any sense. It was just a random jumble. Should probably screen these before I post them, but I never do. It's part of my honesty policy that you just get what you get. Suckers. So, yeah, God has been really gracious, and I've been really thankful for all the prayers and support that we've gotten from my nephew and all of the family as we've gone through this. He really is doing amazingly well. I saw him today, so he's doing great. I love you all. I'm thankful for you, and I hope that you are having a great spring. Bye.